Alright, this is my iRobot Create. Actually, it's Nick's iRobot Create. And we have wired it up with an ultrasonic rangefinder that will tell the robot how close it is to some kind of obstacle. We also have that connected up to an Arduino Mega. And the Arduino Mega is really the heart of the robot. It's the microprocessor that takes the inputs from the ultrasonic rangefinder and determines whether or not the robot needs to turn to avoid some obstacle. That light that you see blinking is for a Bluetooth input. So that allows me to send commands from any Bluetooth capable transmitter. I'll be sending commands to it from my telephone. On top of the microprocessor is an Arduino SD card shield. They call it a shield, but it's really just an expansion card. And I've got that connected up to the Arduino so that it can write information to a log file to help with troubleshooting and that type of thing. I can also send a Bluetooth command to the Arduino and tell it to send me back the log information from the SD card and display it on my program that communicates to the serial port back to the Bluetooth adapter. So the little black box there is just a battery that powers the Arduino and the rest of the devices. As you can see, we have some Legos that we've used to mount up the various electronic devices on here. That is really a temporary thing because Nick and I, and whoever else wants to help, are going to model the rest of this robot, where we'll hook up some additional input devices and things that can be used to help the robot make smarter decisions. We may even put some arms or something on it and use some motors to control hand type devices and things like that. A couple of other inputs that are going into the Arduino are the two bumpers. So on the front of the robot there are bumpers, a left and a right bumper, and the robot will sense when it's run into something and will send some signals to the Arduino, and the Arduino can adjust accordingly. So the whole idea is that this iRobot Create is programmed right now through the Arduino to try to avoid obstacles. It's a pretty basic algorithm, but if it does happen to run into an obstacle, that will be sensed by one of the two front bumpers, and at that point it should change direction. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to connect to the Bluetooth using my telephone. So we'll just take a look here, and I will go into a little serial program that I downloaded. So here it is, and what you'll see here in a minute is on the little light flashing is the Bluetooth adapter, and once I connect to the Bluetooth, that should become solid. Okay, it's solid at this point. So what I can do now is I can just a simple command, a 1. So we'll try to do this one-handed here. I'll just back out. And what you'll see here is I've got a 1 command. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to send. So I've sent a 1 through the Bluetooth to the Arduino, and it is approaching an obstacle. So ideally it will change direction before it hits, but I don't think it will in this case. It actually made contact and it's changing direction. The reason it didn't change direction ahead of time is it's that little, those eyeball looking things on the front are the ultrasonic rangefinder, and once they get within 12 inches of an obstacle it changes direction. And right now it's not really coming within that distance. Hopefully before long here we'll actually we'll actually see a scenario here where we'll actually change direction ahead of time. We'll see. If nothing else, I think we're about to scare the cat. And the cat should really move. Well, it did see the cat and it chose to, so it looked left, it's looking right, trying to decide which direction is better. It's decided it's better to go right. So there was an example of the ultrasonic rangefinder seeing an obstacle, in that case the cat, and changing direction. Hit the edge of the carpet. So anyway, a very basic application of the Arduino being used to control the iRobot Create, utilizing the 2 bumper sensors on the front of the robot, an extra ultrasonic rangefinder that I purchased from Radio Shack, and a Bluetooth adapter that I'm communicating to over a serial port from my telephone. So as you can see, it's hung up, but that's the general idea.